Ladies and gentlemen, action lovers and Sylvester Stallone fans, welcome back to the channel The Serpent Studio. And today we are talking about a film that didn't just define action cinema but also gave us one of the most legendary movie character ever, Rambo First Blood. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't Rambo just a crazy action flick with explosions and non stop gunfights? Well, not quite. The first Rambo film is something much deeper than that. It's gripping emotionally and through provoking thriller that happens to have some of the best action scenes of 1980s. Yes. So, if you're ready to take a trip into the past and explore the movie that started it all, buckle up, hit the like button, and let's get into the first play. So it was released in 1982 and directed by Ted Kotcheff. First Blood is based on David Marol's novel of the same name. Yes, the story follows John Rambo, a Vietnam War veteran who wanders into a small town looking for an war old buddy. Yes, but instead of finding a friend, he finds trouble. Trouble that escalates way beyond what everyone could have imagined. Unlike the later Rambo films that are packed with large scale walls, sequences, First Blood. First Blood is more of a suspense thriller mixed with survival action. It's gritty, grounded, and driven by emotion rather than spectacle, and that's what makes it so special. The Rambo First Blood. So, a man pushing too far. Yes, it at its core, First Blood is a story about a man who just wants to be left alone. But society doesn't know what to do with the people like Rambo, soldiers who have returned from war but don't fit into the peaceful world they were protecting, we say they left behind. When the town's sheriff, Will Teese, which was played by brilliantly by Brain Dennehy, sees Rambo, he sees a different someone he doesn't want in his town, and instead of treating him like a human being, he tries to push him out. What starts as a simple case of sheriff misusing his authority quickly spirits into something far worse. What's brilliant about First Blood is that it's never feel forced or exaggerated. The situation escalates naturally, making you feel like this could actually happen. And that's what makes the movie so gripping. You are not just watching action, you are watching a tragic series of events unfold. So, let's talk about Sylvester as Rambo. The man himself, Sylvester Stallone. By the First Blood came out, Stallone had already proven himself with Rocky. But this movie showcased a complete different side of him which was never seen. Stallone played Rambo with an incredible mix of strength and vulnerability. He's a man of few words, but Every look, every movement tells a story. You can see the pain in his eyes, the weight of his past on his shoulders. A war soldier and the raw survival instinct that kicks in when he pushes too far. So, one of the most underrated aspects of Stallone's performances is how he balances Rambo's physical toughness with his emotional depth. Yes, he is a skilled fighter and a brilliant survivalist, but deep down, he is just a man trying to find his place in a world that no longer understands him. So now let's get into the action because let's be honest. Come on guys. Rambo is famous for its intense combat sequences. But unlike later movies in franchises, First Blood isn't about all over the top explosions or body counts. It's about survival and finding peace. Yes, Rambo isn't out to kill people, he's trying to stay alive. And that's what makes the action so thrilling. And it's strategic, calculated, and filled with a lot of tension. Every fight, every chase, and even every trap sets feels real. And one of the best part of the movie is how it turns the forest into Rambo's battleground. Instead of fighting with machine guns and grenades, he uses his environment to his advantage. He sets traps, uses stealth, and outsmarts his enemies rather than overpowering them, which is also known as the guerrilla tactics. Yes, this approach makes First Blood stand out from other action films of its time. It's not about mindless violences. It's about intelligent strategy and survival. So, one more than just an action movie. One of the most powerful aspects of First Blood is its deeper themes. And yes, this isn't just an action movie, it's a film about the struggles of an war veterans, the failures of society to reintegrate them, and the emotional scars they carry. Our dear John Rambo represents every soldier who came home from war and found nothing waiting for them. The way the movie portrays PTSD is subtle but incredibly impactfully. Rambo doesn't need to say much for you to understand what he's going through. You see it in his actions, his expressions, and his moments of silences. Yes, the movie also explores the theme of authority and how powerful can be absolute. Sheriff Telsey isn't a cartoonish villain. He is a man who thinks he is doing the right thing but ends up making a terrible mistake. His refusal to the back down and his underestimating of Rambo turn a minor confrontation into a full blown disaster. So, how First Blood changed action movies? That's the question. And when people think of Rambo, they usually think that an action hero, oh, sorry, think big explosions, war scenes, and high body counts. But First Blood is a bit different. It's a thinking man's action movie. It redefines the action genre by proving that an action hero doesn't need to be one dimensional killing machine. He can be vulnerable, complex, and tragic. This film paved the way for more ground action movie that focused on character as much as spectacular. So even today, First Blood remains one of the best action movies ever made. It's suspenseful, emotional, and incredibly well crafted. No doubts about it. And the fact that it still resonates with audiences decades later in a testament to its brilliances. And absolutely, whether you are a long time action fan or just someone who appreciates great storytelling, First Blood is a must watch. It's thrilling, emotional, and still just as powerful today as it was in 1982. So, if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and watch it first. And if you have, let me know in the comments what's your favorite moment from the First Blood. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on notifications so you never miss an epic movie breakdown. Thanks for watching, and remember something, sometimes the most dangerous man is one who just wants to be alone. Until the next time, stay awesome and keep watching great movies. Thank you.